Recently, I got a pretty tough question about prayer and about the Bible. The question says, the Lord's Prayer says, give us our daily bread, but what about people living in third world countries? That's a great question. If God gives daily bread, if He provides for His people, why are so many people hungry and poor and hurting? That's not just overseas. In the community where I serve as a pastor, half of the kids at our local elementary school are homeless. They only get meals when they come to school, and the meals are free, so what happened? And the answer is this. The Lord's Prayer is not a promise that every line will happen in the end. Just think of this prayer. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. As it is in heaven. In heaven, God's will is done perfectly. People love one another perfectly, but does that will always happen here on earth? No. Because God's not listening to the prayer? No. Because God's somehow interrupting that happening? No, the problem isn't with God, it's with people. They get in the way of God's will being done, His name being hallowed, His kingdom coming here to our earth. And it's the same with this question. God has provided on our planet enough food for every stomach to be filled, but what happens? People get in the way. That God has a system to provide, but greedy and especially selfish rulers intercept the generosity of open hearts for themselves, and they let people starve, and they let people die. And so here's my answer to the question. Man is the problem, not God. What gives me even more comfort, though, is the fact that there is so much more to this life. When we hear incredible stories of suffering and we give generously to try to help, and that help gets stopped and God's prayer goes unanswered, we know that in the end, when Jesus comes back, justice will be done. That every evil ruler will be brought to justice, will pay the penalty for their sins. And so we try to help every hurting person in this planet as best we can. And we trust when Jesus comes back, He will make all things new. You don't have to visit a third world country to see people who are in need. So how do you help the poor in your community, in your family members or friends? We would love to hear how you have put God's love into action in your own backyard. So comment below, share this video, and we'll see you tomorrow.